Very recently, we celebrated 2 years of us moving into the UK. I remember very well when we came into the UK, someone told me not to apply for some kind of jobs or not to apply for some kind of roles or some kind of positions that I wasn't going to get it. He said this so, it was so sure that I wasn't going to get it because I'm black. He, he said that people like us, that was the way he put it, people like us don't get considered or don't get favored when it comes to certain kind of positions, and that it was a waste of time. I shouldn't even bother. But 2 years in, I can tell you that that is not the case. As much as it might be right in certain areas, because I know that there are some jobs or some kind of positions that you cannot get until you have your ILR, or until you are a British citizen. You cannot get some kind of jobs. I know that. So it might have been right, but when it comes to generalizing that you can't get into leadership position, you can't get some management roles because you are black, or it's a waste of time, something. 2 years and I can tell you that that is not true. And today's video is about you positioning, regardless of the kind of field you are, regardless of the kind of job you do, you positioning yourself for a better role or for a promotion. If this is something you like to watch or hear about, please let's be together till the end of today's video. Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Dfabfamily, and as you guys like to call me, Fab Daddy. If this is your first time on this page, I say a very big welcome. Thank you for passing by. I hope that you stay, and I hope that you join the Fab family. So please click on the subscribe button. And if this is not your first time, you know how it is. It will be, but we'll keep that till the end of the video. So the first thing I would love everyone to work on is their attitude. Your attitude towards work, your attitude towards people, your attitude even when people get you angry. Please work on your attitude. I have seen I'm not saying it's only Africans that do these things, but I have seen a lot of Africans. And today's video is particularly for Africans. So if you are not African, you can also, I'm sure there'll be a few things you can learn from this video. So as an African, I have seen Africans with terrible attitude. I'm not saying most of us have terrible attitude, but even if it's few of us, I've seen a few Africans with terrible attitude. Your attitude towards work, you go to work as if, you going to work, it's obvious that you don't want to be there. Because you have to pay your bills, you just have to make money, you're just doing that job. And as much as that is fine, I'm not saying that you have to love the job or you have to want to be there, if you get what I mean. But please maintain a positive attitude. If you have a negative attitude towards work or you have a negative attitude towards people, I'm telling you, no one will consider you for a better role. No one will consider you for a promotion. It won't be because you are black, it's because your attitude is bad. Even when people get you angry, when you are not happy with something or something happens with your work, find a good or a positive way to lay down that anger. If you have complaints about something, find a good or positive way to complain and follow the right channel. If you have issues with your coworker, instead of lashing out, instead of having issues or escalating that issue, speak to your supervisor if you have one, speak to your manager if you have one. There's a chain of command. So please follow the chain of command. And I'm sure, because I've seen it, I'm sure that that will even impress them. That even you were this angry, someone did something to wrong you or something wasn't right, and you could pour out your heart in a good manner. That will impress them that you can handle pressure. It's not just writing it on your CV that you can handle pressure. You have to be able to show it that you can handle pressure. So it's not about what you say about yourself. It's not about what is on your CV. It's about how you act it out. You have to be able to show that you can handle this. And if you don't know, you are being watched. I'm not saying that they are watching you for something bad, but eyes are everywhere. Every supervisor or every manager should be able to say something about everybody in their team. So, and if you have to ask yourself, what will my supervisor say about me? Or what will my manager say about me? What will my supervisor or manager say about my attitude? So please, we have to work on our attitude. The second thing, I know that we are good at this, is hard work. I give it to us. We are really, really hardworking. who are really hardworking. And if you want to position yourself for a better role, particularly at your place of work, if you want to position yourself for a promotion, you have to keep up that hard work. Now, I mean, it is widely said that the reward for hard work is more work, or the reward for good work is more work, or something like that. So you have to show that you are competent at your current role before someone can hand a bigger one to you. You have to show that these assignments that you've been given, you can do it and you are competent at it. You are very good at it. Now, if you are not good at what you are doing, how will you get promoted to manage or to oversee some kind of people, other people that will do what you were doing? So, I mean, if you are my supervisor and I know that while you were in that role that I'm doing now, you were not good, how will you now tell me to be good? How will you tell me to be improved? How will you tell me to improve? So if I'm not doing well, or I'm not doing all right, how will you motivate me to do better when you yourself, you were not okay at that current job or at that role, if you get what I mean? So let's keep up the hard work and let's keep up this good work. It is very, very important. Again, is punctuality. And punctual, not punctuality in terms of coming early and going, it's not really that. It's on being reliable, having been I'm thinking of a good way to put it. So let me try to break it down. For some people, I know a lot of companies, a lot of businesses, um there's sick leave. I mean, you can take sick leave. Don't take advantage of that sick leave. I mean, if you call in sick every now and then, or today there's family emergency, tomorrow something else happened, and you've been absent a few times, how do you position yourself for a promotion or for a better role with that kind of, is it instability, with something like that? I'm sure you guys understand what I mean. So you must be a reliable presence. Is that a good statement? Presence, reliable presence, something like that. They must be able to rely on you. You won't be someone that you get a promotion, or they'll ask you to manage set of people, or they'll ask you to manage a project or manage something, and today you are off, tomorrow you are on. They don't even know when you'll be at work and something. Now, to this very, very important one, you have to show the drive and the desire to want to improve. You have to show the drive and the desire to want to progress. See, the truth is, a lot of us are still at entry level, and we have people that we have supervisors or we have managers, and you know that if I am to be the supervisor, or if I'm to be the manager, or if I'm to be this in this person's position, I will do better. You know that you do better. But the reason why you won't be put in that kind of position is you've not even shown any kind of intention. Do you think while you're working, somebody will just come to call you that manager is calling you? Okay, so we need to fill up a position and we want you to be the person to fill up that position. Do you think that's going to happen? You need to show the drive, you need to show the desire that you want to improve, you want to progress, you want to change roles, you want this, you want that. So I would always tell people at your places of work, if you have like a board or you have a website where they post opportunities at your place of work, go there every day, go there every week. Check out roles that you want to do. Check out roles that you feel you can, it will be a step up for you, and apply. If there are requirements, check out the requirements. If there's something you need to do, if you need to speak with your manager, see, for some people all you need to do is just have a chat with your manager. Oh, I've been here for a while, I have also kind of experience, or I'm good at this, I'm good at this, I would love to, I'm open to progress, I would love to have this kind of opportunities. If there's any role around this that is open, I would like to apply, something like that. So they already, and that doesn't mean that they are just going to hand out that role to you. For some people, they will advise you. For some people, they will guide you. If there's any other information they need to give to you, you know. But now they know that they know to still keep their eye on you. And even with that, if you declare your intention, or they know that about you, they now know to keep their eye on you. Okay, is this person going to be? Is this person a good fit for this role that we need? So even if they see that you're a good fit, you still have to follow the process, the recruitment process. You apply, you do your interview, and all of that. See, my joy will be that we as Africans can dominate in a lot of fields. I've seen a lot of Africans in tech. We know that there are a lot of Africans in tech. There are a lot of Africans in healthcare, doctors, nurses, healthcare workers. There are a lot of Africans. And I think there are also a lot of Africans in finance. And there are some other fields that you'll be looking for Africans, you won't see. You'll be looking for somebody with black skin, you will not see, because Africans rarely go into that field. And for some people, that you don't have a choice. They will just want to do it just for a while, just till you are free of childcare, just until you are done being a student, or maybe just till you get a better job. But even if you are in a job that you don't want to be in, it doesn't mean you have to be at that same level for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You still be at that same level. Because I've seen people say that, okay, I just want to do this job for a while. I just want to be here for 6 months, for 1 year. Who told you you cannot progress in 1 year? Who told you that in 6 months you cannot get a better role? Yeah, yeah, and even some people will say, I just want to be here for 6 months, and 2 years, 3 years, they are still there. It's not because they want to be there. For some people, it's just circumstance. For some people, you can't get rid of childcare. You have a family to think of, and you have a family to take care of. So you just have to maintain that job, for some people for a while, for some people till you don't have um some kind of restrictions on your visa, if you get what I mean. But even if you want to be, if you will be there for 6 months, you can land a better job, you can get a better position in 6 months. I've seen people change their mind. They go into a field, they say, oh, I don't want to be in this field, I don't want to be in that, I don't want to do warehouse job. Then maybe in 1 year, 2 years, they land another role still in that warehouse setting, and they feel, yeah, I think this is good enough than that entry level. It's good for us that you look at the management team and you see someone that looks like you, not because the person is going to be biased, or not because the person is going to favor you in any way, but seeing someone that looks like you will make you feel good. It makes me feel good. I There was a time I went for an interview. I think I was told later, I got to know later that we're about maybe 50, about 60. I'm not even joking. I was the only black person. Just, I mean, the only black person. There were different people, different cultures, different races. I was the only black person. And even being the only black person, just, it didn't really put me off, but it was like I was isolated. I'm the only person here. So I want us to really have the courage. Don't listen to negative things that people have to say. Oh, you are black, you won't get this role, they won't consider you, they won't do. See, I wish there were things I could say, but I can't say everything here. But I am telling you, believe me, it is possible. You can get that better role, you can get that management role, you can be a supervisor, you can be a team leader, you can be a manager. I'm telling you, you can do it. So don't be resigned to that bottom level, or better said, don't be resigned to that entry level because of some kind of circumstance, or you can't really do the kind of job you want. You have to do this for now. And that for now, you can still do better with that for now. For some people at your workplaces, they offer courses that you can do. Apply for the course. Just do something. You for so I mean, I've heard people say that, oh, the course is for 1 year, or the course is for 6 months. It will take a long time to finish. Before you close your eyes and open it, see, we just came into the UK now today, 2 years. So imagine that I have passed up a lot of opportunities for 6 months courses, 1 year courses. In 2 years, I would have done maybe at least two or three courses. So the joy is that we Africans can grow and can progress together. I know that some Africans don't, it feels like I'm whispering. I know that some Africans don't like to give updates. I mean, you have friends, maybe you have 5 friends, and everybody's like stepping up, everybody's progressing, and you're the only one there. You don't have good company. I have to tell you, you don't have good company. Because, not because I'm a good person, but I just like that I have friends that we can grow together. That when we gather together, we talk about how is work, how is, okay, let's do this course, how are you progressing, help with anything, one thing, one thing. You have friends that are progressing and you are struggling with how to compose a good CV. And you have friends that are landing jobs. So what kind of friends do you have? You want to apply for for another job, or for a better role, or for this, and you're finding it difficult, and you have friends around you that are progressing, or that are already occupying the roles you want to occupy, and they can't help you out. Then what kind of friends do you have? So it's not because you are not good enough, and I'm saying it again. But we just need to step up on a lot of things. Step up on your attitude. Step up on your attitude to work, your attitude to people. Step up on punctuality. Step up on your desire to want to grow. Now, I'm not asking you to be too pushy, but be vocal about it and act it. I know that you are not a manager, but act like a manager. There's a kind of influence that some people have. Some people naturally have that leadership influence. So, I mean, if you watch football and you see the team, a team like Chelsea's team, when we had John Terry, when we had Ashley Cole, when we had Didier Drogba, when we had Frank Lampard, not all of them were captains, but they were leaders in that team. There are some kind of people that, some kind of players will come together and say, we don't want this manager. And they are going to sack the manager. We call it player power. So some people naturally carry that kind of influence. Don't use it for something bad. It's not when they want to fight that they will see you, or when you want to fight for the right of, you can't treat me like that. I mean, I have a first class degree in clinical. What do you want? With your first class degree, what are you doing with it? See, some of the managers and supervisors, some of them don't have the first class degree that you have. Some people that land the better roles and the better opportunities that you know that you'll be a good fit for, they don't have what you have, but they have the courage and the desire to speak up. They know how to maintain the right attitude, such that if five people from your team, five people will be called for an interview, you and you're asked to choose one person. For some of you, you won't choose yourself because you know there are some things that are not right about you. So we are actually good enough. In fact, we are more than good enough. We just need to work on these things. Be vocal about it. Speak to your manager if you want to progress. Put out for the right courses. With these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that the sky is our starting point. And we can all fly together. One person doesn't have to be flying and one person is walking, one person is running. We can all fly together without hurting or harming ourselves. Also, to my African community, please let's help ourselves. Even if people are not coming to ask you for help, in any way you can help. Are you struggling with this? Ask questions. If you have a company of friends and you are the only one moving up or you are the only one moving forward, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. Try to carry people along. If there's any help you can render, help them to write their CV, help them, tell them about how to apply for the right jobs. You don't have to wait for them to ask. That's what I'm telling you. You don't have to wait. So, thank you for watching today's video. Hope to see you some other time. We'll see you very soon. Don't worry. It go be.